Welcome to this masterclass overview on practical generative AI and pharmacovigilance. Across the global biopharmaceutical industry, drug safety departments are facing an unprecedented operational crisis. Individual Case Safety Report, ICSR, volumes are accelerating globally at 15 to 20% year over year. At the same time, regulatory authorities, including the US FDA, the European Medicines Agency, and the UK MHRA, are enforcing strict, non-negotiable reporting timelines, such as 7-day expedited SUSAR clocks and 15-day serious ICSR submission deadlines. Traditional safety operations relied heavily on manual data entry, manual literature screening across thousands of weekly abstracts, and manual narrative drafting. While robotic process automation, RPA, introduced structured rule-based ingestion, it struggles when confronted with complex, unstructured, multilingual hospital discharge summaries, handwritten physician notes, and non-standardized spontaneous patient disclosures. Generative AI and large language models represent a fundamental paradigm shift. When configured within a validated GXP framework, generative AI enables safety teams to transform unstructured medical text into structured E2B, or 3, database entries, draft complex chronological case narratives in seconds, and pre-screen vast scientific literature databases with unmatched precision. Deploying commercial large language models, such as OpenAI's ChatGPT Enterprise, Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot, in regulated pharmacovigilance requires a sophisticated understanding of model capabilities and compliance boundaries. Anthropic's Claude architecture features ultra-large context windows, allowing safety teams to ingest 50-page clinical trial narratives and multi-page discharge chart dossiers without document truncation. Google's Gemini platform excels at multilingual processing, extracting structured safety data directly from non-English source disclosures. OpenAI's enterprise models provide exceptional natural language fluency for chronological narrative generation. However, in a GXP-regulated environment, casual or unconstrained AI prompting is strictly non-compliant. Allowing safety associates to invent their own prompts when processing ICSRs introduces extreme operational variability and severe hallucination risks. A production-grade PV prompt is a validated, version-controlled software asset. It must establish an explicit operational role, define precise clinical boundaries, enforce structured output schemas such as JSON or E2B, or 3, XML, and incorporate low model temperature settings, typically 0.0 to 0.2, to ensure deterministic, reproducible extraction. Most importantly, production prompt templates must embed negative constraints, forbidding the model from inferring unstated patient outcomes or extrapolating clinical timelines beyond what is explicitly documented in the raw source text. Regulators across the globe have made their position unequivocal. AI tools can augment safety workflows, but they can never hold regulatory accountability. Every medical judgment, including MedDRA coding validation, seriousness classification, causality assessment, expectedness evaluation, and regulatory submission sign-off, remains the exclusive responsibility of qualified human drug safety professionals. To satisfy FDA 21 CFR Part 11, EU Annex 11, and EMA Good Vigilance Practices, AI-assisted workflows must be validated using modern computer software assurance (CSA) principles under ISB GAMP 5 Second Edition. Safety organizations must establish golden test datasets, curated historical case disclosures with verified benchmark extractions to evaluate model precision, recall, and F1 scores prior to deployment. Furthermore, every AI-assisted transaction must generate an immutable, cryptographic audit trail. The audit log must record the precise source document hash, the validated prompt template ID, the model version, the raw AI output, the reviewer identity, timestamp, and any human editorial corrections made before database commitment. When health authority inspectors conduct GVP audits, this complete evidence chain demonstrates total operational transparency and uncompromised regulatory control. To understand why human-in-the-loop oversight is non-negotiable, let us analyze a real-world clinical scenario. A safety associate receives a 3-page emergency department discharge summary describing a 67-year-old patient admitted with acute liver failure 14 days after starting a novel biologic therapy. The associate executes a validated AI prompt template to draft an ICSR narrative. The AI engine generates a structured draft in under 30 seconds, extracting patient age, suspect drug administration dates, and laboratory liver function trends accurately. However, during line-by-line verification against the raw medical chart, the human reviewer catches 2 critical discrepancies. First, the AI selected the hospital admission date as the adverse event onset date, whereas the physician's handwritten clinical progress notes specified that symptom onset occurred 3 days prior to admission, an error that would have miscalculated the regulatory reporting clock. Second, because the prompt lacked an explicit negative constraint regarding patient outcomes, the AI hallucinated that the patient recovered with sequelae, whereas the chart stated only that the outcome was ongoing with required outpatient liver function monitoring. The qualified PV reviewer corrected the onset date, updated the outcome to not recovered, validated the MedDRA term acute hepatic failure, and documented the corrections in the case audit log. This real-world example demonstrates that while AI accelerates narrative drafting by 75%, human clinical verification is the critical control mechanism that prevents regulatory inspection findings and protects patient safety. In conclusion, integrating generative AI into pharmacovigilance operations is no longer a future concept. It is a current operational necessity. Organizations that successfully adopt AI establish clear GxP governance, deploy validated prompt libraries, enforce strict enterprise data privacy firewalls, and empower their safety workforce through structured training. If you are a drug safety professional, QPPV, medical writer, biopharma executive, or regulatory specialist looking to master the complete practical implementation of AI in pharmacovigilance, this overview is just the beginning. We have built the comprehensive 46-lecture masterclass, Practical Generative AI in Pharmacovigilance, covering everything from end-to-end case intake automation, E2B, R3, extraction, literature screening, aggregate reporting support, to complete computer software assurance validation frameworks. If you want to watch the full 46-lecture masterclass and gain complete access to all downloadable prompt libraries, validation templates, and step-by-step GxP implementation frameworks, please visit our official platform at SafeMedsAcademy.com or enroll directly on Udemy. All direct enrollment links, exclusive course discount codes, and full curriculum details are provided right below in the video description box. Click the link in the description to get started today, expand your professional AI capabilities in drug safety, and lead the future of intelligent pharmacovigilance. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you inside the full course.